Ahoy, shipmates! I'm in the park, experimenting with my new live stream camera. Seems to be working. Although I didn't factor in screaming children. Oh, the joys of the park. Now, Independence of the Seas, she's departing. Looks like she departed slightly early as well, if you ask me. Very inconsiderate. Don't have much of a zoom lens on this camera. And I went live just after she honked. 3 honks, 4 reverse. Hopefully you can hear me as well. Actually, that's a good point. I'm not sure if the sound is working. I'm going to assume the sound is working. Someone let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Or maybe I'm just talking to myself, which wouldn't be the first time. Oh, great, you can hear me. Excellent, thank you, shipmates. It's a little difficult to, I've just realised all this is quite difficult to do when it's sunny out, because all the screens on my laptop and my camera don't work very well in the bright sunshine. There's so much of this outside broadcasting. It's a learning experience. I think I'll probably ultimately need a different camera. But at least we've got something going here. I've tried numerous occasions and it's not worked. Anyway, Independence of the Seas, I believe she's off one of our spanners, I can see put it there. She's off to the fjords, as most people seem to be this time of year. This is why I always say that Mayflower Park's a great place to come and watch the cruise ships, because as you can see, they're really close. If I can... need to do something on the camera because it keeps turning off on me. Aha, there we go. I found a setting. I think that might help me with some of my problems. Not all my problems, of course. Not sure who can help me with all my problems, but at least I've sorted one problem. That's better. Looks like she's going to be spinning clockwise. I did try and get right down here in the corner of the park, but I only just got here, and as you can see, there are a number of shipmates already here watching the Independence of the Sea. So I was going to go over and say, excuse me, did you realise the captain's here broadcasting? I think you should make some space, but I thought that was a bit impolite, so I didn't. And annoyingly, Mr. Whippy is just behind me, selling lots of lovely cold ice creams. Oh, someone says it looks very hazy. It is actually very hazy. Yeah, it's a good observation. It's really hot and muggy down here in the park. I'm not entirely sure the temperature, but I think it was somewhere in the region of 25°C when I looked earlier. Oh, I can see there's quite a few shipmates on the bow. There we go. See right up there on the bow of Independence. I think someone said that it used to be a public area and now it's an area reserved for people of a certain class on the ship, a certain category, I think. Well, shipmate Richard CD, May, thanks for your kind donation. Can't quite see what you say. Sorry, the laptop screen is not up to being daylight. All it needs is a little portable gazebo. Quite tricky, this. But I'm learning by practicing and experimenting. I might have to use my memory if I can remember how old Independence of the Seas is. I'm also just noticing a problem. I might lose the sound shortly because I've just noticed the battery's flat in the receiver. Oh, this is poorly timed and executed. It's great though to be down in the park with a great view of the ship. I can wholeheartedly recommend coming down to Mayflower Park. Looks like they spin around here even faster than they do when they're on the cameras. A little bit of honking there, you might have heard. Annoyingly, the microphone battery just went flat just as she started honking, but I think I unplugged it just in time. We're using the backup microphone. So I hope you heard that. I saw someone said they were putting in the headphones, the horn went off. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't tell you when it's coming, unfortunately. It's quite loud, you can feel it, you can feel it on your chest when she honks. You can hear it all echo all around the port as well. So a shipmate there asking, does honk loudness increase with ship size? No, I don't think it does. No, actually, disappointingly, the bigger the ship tends to make the bigger the honk. But certainly some of the really big ships, like Iona and Avia, don't make much of a honk at all. They've got really quiet horns. I'll say Independence had a real big, dirty horn there. Queen Mary 2's definitely got one of the loudest. And the Princess ships, they make a lot of noise. They're pretty loud as well. Probably because they play the tune, it makes it really echo around the port. But probably Queen Mary 2 has got to have one of the loudest single-note horns. I must say it's quite warm down here in port. I should definitely be considering an ice cream after this broadcast. See the pontoons down here from the Seaworks exhibition. There'll be something similar when the boat show arrives. We'll have lots of pontoons down here for quite a while to come. They do look big as well on the cruise ships. They almost look bigger when I'm down here in Mayflower Park than when I'm broadcasting from my cabin. I can't really see the chat too well because the laptop screen is not particularly bright. It's on the floor. This all seems to be working. I'm using a Starlink my internet connection. I've tried doing this from the mobile phone, and without a ship here, it's great. I can broadcast on the mobile phone. As soon as a ship arrives, I should lose all phone signal. So I'm trying this from a Starlink, and the signal is excellent with a Starlink, more than enough to broadcast with. Eventually I found a camera that I've been struggling to find a way of using a camera. I'll probably have to buy a dedicated camera if I want to do this more permanently. And then I've got my laptop here as well, and a big battery bank to power the whole lot. So it's quite a lot, quite complicated. I can see why people have an outside broadcast fan. And this camera doesn't have much of a zoom on it. That's fully wide, and that's fully zoomed in. Really designed for this sort of thing. Yep, that goes Independent Seas off to the fields. I'll follow as best I can. Unfortunately, it's not quite difficult for me to control the other cameras when I'm down here at the park and switch between them. That's probably the next step in the outside broadcasting technological leap for the Stone Age Solent Ships channel. Noticing there's a shipmate on the back there. Look at that, he's all busy hosing off the stern of the ship where the lines were. They probably rubbed on the paintwork and made a bit of a mark, and he's hosing it off. Always something to do on a ship, always something to clean, look after. Realise I have a placement error in my camera here. Let me just move. Right, there she goes, off down Southampton Water. I'm sure one of the spanners will be following her on Netley cam or cruise cam or one of the other cameras, port cam. This is as far as I can get from Mayflower Park. Got quite a lot of cruise ships coming in over the week. Next, not this Monday, but next Monday is a 5-ship Mega Monday, so I'm planning to do a morning broadcast for that. The weather's good. I've noticed morning broadcasting somewhat tricky. It often tends to be foggy in the mornings. You get a lot of fog or weather. It does make visibility very poor. And it all burns off as the day goes on. Not if you rub at 4 or 5 in the morning, so you don't necessarily notice. Of course, that's when the ships arrive. Should be obeying the speed limits here. or for 6 knots until she gets quite a bit further down the water. So she must be passing ferry cam, I would think about now. The speed limit is about here. About here's the speed limit. So yeah, lots of other things here as well. Right, I would like that one, shipmates. Just for refining my outside broadcasting technique. Eventually I'll get something that works and find out the methodology that works. We've got to try, haven't we? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for supporting the channel. And thanks to all the PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channel, and of course most of all Blue Spanner crew. I shall carry on following her from here. I've just noticed, in case you're wondering, it's actually quite high tide. There's the old Starlink supplying my internet. Courtesy of Paul, Love Cruise. And then probably I should be heading over here next. Mr. Whippy. Right, until next time, shipmates.